Hello and welcome. I am glad you're here to de-stress with me today. You actually don't need a yoga mat for this practice. I do have my mat down and I'm grabbing a blanket because I need a little extra padding underneath my knees when I'm weight bearing. So we'll be doing quite a few lunges today. If a little padding is going to feel better for your knees, go ahead, grab your mat and or a blanket for extra padding. I'm just going to get it set up here in the middle of the mat and we will start down on our knees. So come on down onto all fours. And just take your knees and your feet a comfortable distance apart. And we'll begin today with our fingertips facing our knees. So in a little different kind of wrist and hand stretch. Now allow your head to relax. Allow your neck to relax, or your head will just hang down here for a couple of breaths. If it feels good to close your eyes, do that. And now through your nose, take a longer inhale. Open your mouth and slowly exhale. Do that one more time. Inhale. Think of filling up into the back of your chest, your back ribs, that back heart area. And open your mouth as you exhale. Now look a little forward of your hands. Turn your fingers now to face the front of your mat and just begin to shift your hips from side to side like you're wagging your tail from side to side here. So you may get a little stretch in the outer hip. Smooth breath in, smooth breath out. And we'll take these hip shifts into circles. So take the knees a little bit wider apart and bring your big toes closer together. Shift your hips off to one side. And as you exhale, stretch the hips back towards your heels. And inhale, rise up onto all fours. And we will reverse the direction here. So inhale, shift the hips. Let your exhale take your hips back towards your heels. And then rise up. And we'll do that just one more time in each direction. Linking your movement and your breath, making this movement as small or as large as it feels good. Adjust your head so it feels good in your neck and your shoulders. Last one to the second side. And now up onto all fours again. Bring your knees a little closer together and step your right foot forward, coming into our first lunge here. So step that front foot a little bit to the side so you can bring your hands and your torso to the inside. This is a type of lizard lunge. Smooth breath in and smooth breath out. And for today, as long as it feels okay in your knees, just shift your hips a little bit from side to side. Think of moving the breath around, moving that stretch around. And as you exhale, slide the front foot back, stretch your hips back towards your heels, and we'll rise up and just change sides. So left foot forward, take that foot and thigh off to the side so that you have space for your hands, for your arms and torso to the inside. And just move your hips from side to side, creating a little space in your lower back, stretching that back quadricep. One more inhale. And exhale, slide the left foot back. Stretch your hips back again. And now rise up. We'll change sides again. This time, bring the foot on either side, to the inside of your hands here. And you can either stay here, bring your hands to that front knee or thigh. And instead of shifting the hips from side to side, let your hips shift down and up a few times. Think of powering that by pressing down into the front heel and then allowing the hips to lower until you get a stretch. Inhale as you rise, exhale as you sit a little bit lower. One more time, inhale and exhale. Now sweep your arms forward and up and lift your chest. Gently spread your fingers, lift your chin, create a little more space in the front of the body, especially if you've been sitting for any amount of time today. And with your exhale, release your hands. Just slide the front foot back, stretch your hips back. Passing through our child's pose, rise up. And we'll change sides. So again, hands on either side of your front foot. If this is enough stretch, just stay right with it here. Or bring your hands to your front knee. Now relax your shoulders here. Power it up with your breath. Power it up with that front heel. So press into the heel as you lift your hips a little higher. And as you exhale, bring your hips down. Again, just that little pumping action will help to move the stretch around, helps us to deepen our breath a little bit when we add movement to it. And just helps with blood flow. Anytime we're stressed or have anxiety, getting our body moving on the breath is going to help to lessen that and dampen that. Now inhale, sweep the arms forward and up, lift your chest. Take an extra breath here. Really try to stretch the front of your body. Relax your shoulders. Soften your eyes. Inhale. And exhale, hands release. And slide the front foot back. One more time. Stretch your hips back. We'll do another lunge with the back knee down. Rise up. And this time you bring your hands to your front knee. Think of lifting the front of your pelvis up off of your front thigh. So you get a little lift to support the lower back and your hips. And breathe your arms open. Turn the palms of your hands to face up here. So now think of lifting up out of your lower back. And just simply begin to turn your chest to the right. So towards that front knee. And now bend the elbows so you're more in cactus arms here. Take 2 more deep breaths. Try to lift your entire rib cage up off of your hips. And now turn your head, gaze out over your back arm. Come back to center on an inhale. Stretch your arms up, look up. Again, expand the front of your chest. And exhale, release your hands. Slide the front foot back. Stretch your hips back and we'll change sides. Start in the low lunge. Hands to the front knee. Find that little bit of lift up off of your front thigh. Then breathe your arms open, palms up. Getting that nice stretch across the front top of your chest. Make sure you're not in a back bend here. And then as you breathe, begin to twist to your left. And from here, bend the elbows. Keep breathing and look out over your back arm or hand here. Getting a little bit of stretch and rotation in the neck. 2 more breaths. It'll feel a little bit harder to breathe when we twist. That's always the case. So just give a little bit more power and length to your inhale. Stay here as you exhale. Maybe twist a little bit more. And release back to center. Stretch the arms up. Look up one more time. And exhale, release the hands. And slide that front foot back. This time we'll sit back into child's pose and be here for a few moments. So set up your knees and your feet so it feels best in your child's pose. Knees at least shoulder distance. You can stretch the arms forward or make fists. Stack them and rest your forehead. Now soften your breath here, and if it feels good, if it feels calming for you, take a couple of exhales out through your mouth. And just notice if there's anything either in your body, your mind, your heart, that you can decide to let go of right here, right now. Just putting it to rest. Take a couple more exhales. Really visualize, actually, that letting go process, whether it's mental, physical, emotional. And slowly release your hands. Use your hands to press yourself up. Just come seated, facing me for a moment. Turn the palms of your hands to face up. Lift your chest. Draw the front of your shoulders back. Take one more clearing breath with me. Inhale through your nose. Keep your chest lifted, heart open, and through your mouth, exhale. Thank you for joining me today, my friends. I hope you have a really nice rest of your day, and I will see you here again soon.